The poem Alone by Edgar Allan Poe was not published during his lifetime. It was not until 1875 that the poem was verified as being an authentic Poe poem written in 1830, when Poe was only a 21-year-old. Poe speaks about his uniqueness, but unfortunately, he is never able to fit in and found himself melancholy through his childhood. In his relationships, he is often left out. The purpose of this poem is psychologically sound if it is true that it helps to write out what the person feels is wrong with his life. Whether it helped Poe or not, the reader is able to understand the mystery of why Poe was miserable in his life, and he wrote about the subject of loss and unhappiness. The poem is basically a flashback of an adult narrator looking back at his childhood. The tone of the poem is gloomy and dark, reinforced by such words as sorrow, alone, stormy, thunderous, and demon. Poe explains that he is not like the other children in his outlook. He knew that he was not normal or happy as the others were. His joys were not the same and did not come from the same place. He was always alone in his pleasure and his loves. The mystery that holds him together came from every experience that he has had. This formed his temperament and personality. During his childhood and the beginning of his stormy life, he is both part of good and bad experiences. And the cloud that took that form from the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view. Poe in his life had many demons that he suppressed. From this line, the reader may wonder if Poe has ever felt the devil was always on his shoulder. This way of handling his problems was with drugs and alcohol. This poem was especially interesting because it was written at such a young age. Obviously, Poe was already unhappy and unable to understand why he was miserable and longing to find a person or place who could help him find why he was this way.